10 Steps to Paying Off Your Debt. Did you understand that 80% of Americans have some structure of debt? If you're working towards turning into debt-free, there are practical steps and a loan price calculator that you can use to help you pay off your debt quicker. By planning beforehand and placing a budget, you can decrease the stress and work closer to achieving your financial goals. What is debt? Debt is the amount of cash borrowed from an individual, bank, online lender, business, or others to pay for charges that you couldn't in any other case afford. The stipulation of incurring debt is that if you borrow money, you'll be held to repaying it by way of a sure date with interest. Common varieties of debt encompass student mortgage debt, mortgage, auto loans, and credit card debt, all of which may also have distinct pastime fees and pay-off dates. To learn how to pay off your debt, file the whole lot that you owe, consisting of the due dates, minimum payment, and pastime rates, and then reflect on consideration on how our 10 tips can assist you reach monetary freedom. 1. Create a budget. First matters first, you'll choose to put a monthly budget in place to apprehend how a great deal of your income can be put toward paying off your debt. Write down the quantity you pay for all of your bills, and set a budget for how tons you can spend on other necessities such as groceries, gas, non-public hygiene, fitness, and more. Once you determine how plenty money you have ultimate for the month, you'll have a better thought as to how quickly you can pay off your debt. Additionally, by means of tracking your month-to-month expenses, you might also be capable to cut down on your spending to make contributions even extra to paying off debt. 2. Prioritize your debt payoff. Don't treat all of your debt equally. You may additionally choose to prioritize your repayments primarily based off of the hobby rate, due date, or if your loans are tax deductible. Use these 3 tips to assist you prioritize your debt. High pastime charge loans. Consider prioritizing paying off your loans that have the absolute best activity fee first. If you tackle these loans up front, you'll pay less in interest, which may additionally store you money over time. Due date. On the other hand, if paying off your highest interest loans first skill that you'll miss a due date for another loan, you can also desire to reprioritize your sport plan. It can be tempting, however late repayments result in late fees and can negatively have an impact on your credit score, which should be more dangerous to your monetary standings in the end. Check your rating the usage of a free credit rating record if you're no longer certain the place you currently stand. Then, make at least the minimal fee on all of your loans, even if at ability you can't put all of your compensation closer to the perfect interest loans fee first. Tax-deductible loans. Since the cash you borrow for your domestic or education can help your monetary position, it can also be tax-deductible, but it's advocated to consult with a tax marketing consultant to recognize your own situation. That capacity that there is much less stress to pay them off as quickly as long as you're making ordinary installments. Instead, reflect on consideration onto focal point on the debt that doesn't make investments in your future such as credit card debt or personal loan debt. 3. Pay more than the minimum. If you pay greater than the minimum stability on your loans, it will now not solely help pay off the standard stability quicker, but it may additionally assist improve your credit score utilization ratio, a massive factor making up your credit score. Credit utilization ratio is the quantity of your credit card balance in contrast to your credit limit, so if this wide variety is low, it will put you at low risk to defaulting on your loans. Paying above what is required places you at a lower risk in the eyes of lenders, finally placing you in top standing to efficaciously get accredited for loans in the future. 4. End your credit card spending. If you're attempting to pay off your deposit card debt, make it easier on yourself via ending or limiting your deposit card spending. Take a peer at your most recent monthly expenses and see if there are any purchases that you ought to have refrained from. Then, use that as motivation to limit your spending subsequent month. As a reminder to restrict your credit scorecard spending, you can remove all of your credit scorecard information from online debts and solely lift your credit scorecard with you when it's indispensable so you can coerce from any impulse purchases. 5. Sell unnecessary items. If you have gadgets that you don't use, strive promoting them to help pay off your debt. Peruse eBay or Amazon to see how an awful lot your objects are worth, and if possible, put time into refurbishing or cleansing them so they appear in right condition. You might be amazed by how a great deal you can make from something that was gathering dust. 6. Secure an emergency savings fund. Even if it potential contributing slightly less towards paying your debt, it's necessary to secure an emergency savings fund as a protection blanket. If you make a contribution your profits toward your debt and an emergency fund, you may additionally put yourself at a decreased risk of taking on a big amount of deposit card debt if something sudden happens that affects your financial stability. If you need an alternative section for your car, your air conditioner breaks in the center of the summer, or you can't work due to getting sick, your emergency fund will assist you keep away from taking on extra debt with excessive activity rates. 7. Use windfalls to your advantage. Have you earned a bonus from work? Inherited cash from a relative? Consider inserting the greater income that you obtained to true use. It's handy to put windfalls in the direction of buying gadgets that distract you from your monetary goals. However, if you put it toward your debt, you may also set yourself to make purchases in the future that are debt-free. 8. Try freelancing. Do you have a background in design, marketing, or even data entry? Whatever your abilities may also be, there's in all likelihood a freelance job that you qualify for. Adding in greater earnings circulate to your plate may additionally be the answer to reducing your debt even faster. Sites like Freelancer or Upwork have freelance jobs in a variety of industries that may additionally be in shape for you. Simply set up a profile and be proactive about applying to jobs that you qualify for. 9. Set new goals. Set realistic desires that you can reach to help pay off your debt. It's necessary to hold yourself to making choices that will solely help you attain your goals. Write them down or are looking for ethical assist from household or friends that will hold you disciplined. Identify why. If you identify motives why you desire to get out of debt, you're most likely to stick to the diagram without giving up. Are you planning on investing in property or making an attempt to pay for your child's education? Use these whys to maintain you on track. Calculate your payoff. Understanding how many months it will take you to pay off your loans will help you set up new spending desires for yourself. Figure the foremost balance you owe and interest prices to see how long it will take to gain your payoff goal. Make it a habit. If you make your desires the norm, your events won't need to change simply because you're limiting your spending. Make your layout a habit. Be realistic. It won't happen overnight. Paying off your debt will take time, but make positive that you're making it a priority and sticking to a plan. 10. Reward yourself. You'll sense even extra stimulated to pay off your debt if you can reward yourself in the process. Set payment milestones and prepare a reward for when you attain them. For example, if you're saving up to buy a car or domestic improvement, you could make a milestone to invest in it once you pay off $10,000 of your debt. You could additionally reward yourself with something small like getting a rub down once you hit one of your fee milestones. Creating these rewards will help push you toward paying off your debt. Don't let yourself get lost thinking about your debt all the time. Once you create a plan, paying off your debt will grow to be a routine, meaning you're in the direction of in the end turning into debt-free. Thank you. I am feeling really humbled right now. There are 1,000 incredible people, like you, who have subscribed to my YouTube channel. Wow! Thank you so much to those of you who have checked out my YouTube channel, The Budget Equestrian, and subscribed and subjected yourselves to my craziness on the videos.